I hold the title of Miss Edmonds. I've been given the opportunity to compete for the crown of Miss Washington USA. When I finally decided that I was going to compete, it really wasn't my idea. It was God telling me that He wanted me to take this project on and to be in a place of encouragement for many different types of people.
My first reaction was that I was really excited for her. I think that she's a beautiful person inside and out, and I think that she does a lot for the community and she loves doing that, and I think that's a great candidate for it.
Part of me thought, why didn't she do this sooner? Why didn't I think of it? I think this is her, exactly her cup of tea, something that I think is just perfect for her.
Something that maybe she was unknowingly preparing herself for really her whole life.
I think that she's a great role model, she's a great speaker, she's got a great heart, and to see that more people get to see that and experience that kind of felt like, of course.
In the Miss Washington USA pageant, you are judged on 3 categories: swimwear, interview, and evening gown. Most of this journey has required a lot of self-motivation, but there have also been opportunities where we've been able to attend workshops to help us on our interview skills, the way that we walk and we pose in the different categories that we're competing in. It has been really helpful to go to these workshops to be able to get a feel of what the pageant is going to look like and also what they're looking for in the title holder. I've had a really good time with the other girls. It really isn't a competitive competition. The girls are really supportive and we all really encourage each other. It's good because everyone brings something different to the table. It's really been helpful to be able to play off each other's strengths and help each other with our weaknesses so that we can really sharpen ourselves to be confident in who we are and get out there and be fearless.
It's here today to encourage you and give you hope that it doesn't matter how much is in your bank account, and it doesn't matter what kind of situation you get yourself into.
The swimsuit part of the competition is definitely my favorite. I love that it's fast-paced, upbeat, and high energy. It's really just a lot of fun. While preparing for the fitness part of this competition, I wanted to push myself to the next level, just to be able to get that much more in shape, just to be that much more healthy. I'm actually eating more now than I was before. It's just that I'm eating more healthy foods for my body. I've had a really good trainer that's been pushing me and has really been on me to work my hardest, and it's been really good.
Really what inspires me about her, she's not just a beautiful face. She's out here, she's doing community work, you know, she's putting her body through insane amount of stress. She's always like changing it up. I've never seen her doing like the same routine. She's doing jump squats, she's doing box jumps, she's doing weight training, lifting, sprints, core exercises, push-ups, man makers, strength training. It's crazy. She does it all.
The hardest thing to give up for me has been chocolate. I'm not saying that I don't have chocolate or sweets here and there, because I definitely do, just to keep my mind sane. I love it, and I'm not ashamed to have it. In moderation, of course. I think the fitness part has really just taught me more about how my body works and all of the positive things about my body that maybe I didn't notice before. I'm not gonna say it's been easy, because I've definitely been pushing myself and having to sacrifice a lot of things and being able to manage my time to really put in the work to go to the gym and go to yoga and go to the personal training sessions, to wake up early, to plan my meals ahead of time, to try to finish a gallon or 2 of water in a day. It really takes planning, and it really does take focus and determination in order to reach those goals. And I'm happy with where I'm at, and I'm excited to get on that stage and be confident with how God made me. It was really exciting to pick out an evening gown. I had all of my favorite women with me to help me pick out a style and a color that fit me the best, and I really couldn't pick just one. If I could, I would have gotten all of them. Since I found the one that I chose, I knew it as soon as I put it on that it was going to be the dress that I was going to wear at the pageant. It's beautiful, it's unique. I felt special. I felt like a beauty queen when I put it on. It really highlights all of my strong features. Add the jewelry and the shoes and the hair and makeup and the lights on the stage. Be able to show it off to everybody. The winner has not been crowned as Miss Washington yet, but there's already people following you, watching how you live your life, the things that you say, the things that you do, and I think that that alone is a blessing. I've had the opportunity to be a positive role model for not only young women, but young people in general. Being in the spotlight to better people, to be able to bless other people, to send out a message that they might not listen to in another setting. The organization that I co-founded is called the Wellspring Project, and it's a team of dancers and dance teachers that utilize our God-given gifts to promote hope and healing for people that have experienced abuse and trauma all around the world. We had the chance to travel to Africa about a year ago to teach dance classes to people that were captured as child soldiers in the war that Joseph Kony started about 30 years ago. So when I got back from Africa with my organization, I decided to change my major from physical therapy to business and psychology. I wanted to dig a little bit deeper into how I can help people. And it just told me that I can bring hope and healing to people in my own city, in my own state, in my own country. Other than teaching dance classes, being a youth leader, and working at Seattle Children's Hospital, I am now a tutor and mentor for an amazing teenage girl through the Refugee and Immigrant Children's Program. I teach movement healing classes at the YWCA in downtown Seattle to women that are battling with drug abuse, experiencing homelessness, and suffering from mental illnesses.
The more you go through, the wiser you become, the lessons that you've learned. And I think that she's been through a lot, and it's made her such a strong individual, and she's so much wiser, and she can help others. Like, that's such a great thing for her to be able to do, you know.
I think it describes or gives a reason to why she's so empathetic.
Yes.
I think that really explains, you know, why and how she treats other people, is because she knows what she's been through.
Abuse comes in so many different forms, a lot of which we don't even know how to label as abuse. For me personally, I have experienced sexual abuse. And for the longest time, I didn't want to talk about it because I was embarrassed and because I was holding shame that wasn't my own. I was in an environment where I had no voice. I had no power to do something about it. And the people that I confided in didn't protect me the way that they should have. It affected the decisions that I made about my body. It affected my view of myself, my visions for the future, and it affected my confidence overall. I was a girl that hurt everyone around her because she was hurting. I think the reality of the situation was that I needed help. I needed to be able to let go of the secret that's been on my chest for years.
Named by the voice of my shame and regret.
You might feel embarrassed for me or you might feel bad for me. Don't. Because God is redeeming my story and using my tragedy to bless others. I can talk about it because I've healed from it. I've overcome all of the things that happened to me. And I'm here to encourage you and inspire you to see that you can do the same. That is why I wanted to run for Miss Washington, because I wanted to stand here and honor not only my story, but to honor your story. To represent every single person that has experienced abuse or trauma in one form or another. To be able to fight for justice, to give people a voice when they feel like they never had a voice. The people that felt like they were never able to stand up for themselves. Whether I'm crowned Miss Washington or not, that's not the point. The point is to get the message out that you're not alone. The fact that I've been sexually abused can't touch me now. The person that had control over me at one point in my life can't touch me now. Maybe your story doesn't involve sexual abuse. Maybe your parents weren't around while you were growing up. Maybe your family members used drugs and didn't pay attention to you or give you the love that you deserved. Maybe you were treated differently because of your gender or because of your race. Or maybe you were put down because of your sexuality. That is all abuse. You have the right to reclaim those areas, to find beauty in your story of the places that you don't want to think about, you don't want to revisit. Those are the places that are going to bring the greatest glory. Those are the places that you're going to find your greatest strength. The same God that created the world that you live in will scoop you out of your mess and make something so beautiful out of it.
I am redeemed. You set me free. So I'll shake off these heavy chains and wipe
Whatever it is that's in your
every
heart,
stain. I'm not
don't hold
who
back.
I used to be.
Go for it.
I am redeemed. Oh, I am redeemed.
I'd like to thank my friends and family and all my supporters who have believed in me and encouraged me and been there for me through this entire journey. I want to thank everyone at Charisma who is a second family to me. And most importantly, I want to thank Jesus Christ, who is my Lord and Savior. If it weren't for you, I wouldn't be here using this to encourage people all around the world.
Terrific. Awesome.
Determined.
Gorgeous.
Charismatic.
Compassionate.
Honestly confident and brave to learn new things.
I think the community would see her as a perfect